Hey folks, this is Grant Estrade over at Local Cooling Farms. This message and video is for all the direct-to-consumer farms and ranches in Louisiana, all the direct-to-consumer dairies, produce and fruit growers, cut flower farms, and homesteaders that may be looking to enter into a for-profit farm business. We are woefully underrepresented right now in the state of Louisiana through no real fault of their own. LSU Ag Center, Louisiana Department of Agriculture and Forestry, Louisiana Department of Health, and the private group of which many of us are members, Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, do not really recognize us as a group. But within the sector of agriculture, us direct-to-consumer farmers, those who are growing product or raising product to sell directly to wholesalers or restaurants and directly to consumers in Louisiana, that ultimately the products are going to get consumed here in Louisiana are just not represented. And this video is my first attempt to start to organize everybody here. I don't know how it's going to fully materialize, but we need to get started in some way, shape, or form. There is a lot of very positive momentum going on right now. Last year, through HB 933, we had a cut flower bill that eliminated the requirement for a farm who wants to sell cut flowers in a bouquet. It allowed them not to have to take the florist exam. They just have to get the nursery permit. So it's a very simple process. That is an example of the good news that's coming our way. Our legislators have saw and identified a huge bottleneck for a farmer to grow flowers and be able to sell them directly to the consumers. Also, through HB 467, the raw milk bill is now legal for dairies to sell raw unpasteurized milk in the state of Louisiana as pet food. So these two bills were very exciting to me because it was an indication that legislators were starting to identify us as a group and that we needed to start adapting some rules and regulations to be able to allow us to actually operate and do business. This sector of agriculture is the young and the energized and the growing sector of agriculture. Large agriculture here in the U.S. as a whole is getting older. Farms are selling their land to development or just to sit idle by family members who have no interest in farming whatsoever. But this group, our group, is growing. We are buying land and putting it back into production. So it's a very exciting time here in Louisiana, and we need to keep the momentum going. So the call to action for the purposes of this video is I'm trying to get feedback on how to move forward. My vision is to organize a group of direct-to-consumer farmers and producers ranging from livestock to dairy to cut flowers to produce and yes, even homesteaders, because the up-and-coming homesteader population may very well be the population that starts to become our tomorrow's farmers. And so we need to somehow, in some way, shape, or form, become organized so we can have a clear message to the legislators and the other groups here in Louisiana that have the lobbying power to get things done. So feel free to leave a comment or shoot me a private message on a vision on how you'd want to get started, on how you'd want to become involved